as of now, this Santa Fe is no longer ours. Well, you already saw it in the introduction and in the video title, so let's go ahead and get into what's happening, why it's happening, and what you may want to know moving forward. So it's Monday. We are on our way to the dealership to sign some papers and everything that needs to be done for the buyback. We had the vehicle since February, so it's been about 3 months roughly, and the mileage is 3,800 miles. Yeah, so we bought this vehicle because it was very popular on our channel, and we wanted to show you all the ownership experience. Certainly we've gotten a unique ownership experience up until this point, but let's go ahead and quickly get to how'd we get to the buyback stage and why exactly this is going on. Now, most of the people watching have probably already seen one or most of the previous videos detailing the issues. We'll just do a really quick recap here, but you can, of course, check out those full videos if you want to get full details. But basically, when we bought the vehicle, day 1, mile 27, we started to experience a transmission issue. We quickly took it to the dealership, and they quickly diagnosed it and fully replaced the transmission. Now, we had the Santa Fe for approximately another month. Totally fine, nothing was going on. We went on a family road trip, though, all the way to Florida. About halfway on that road trip, we started to experience another transmission issue. It was similar to the first one, but experienced in a separate gear, having a juddering sensation. We were able to complete our road trip, make it back home safely, thankfully, and then we brought it to the dealership again, which pretty much brings us to where we are now. So today's May the 20th, and we dropped the car off a little over a month ago on April the 13th, which is when we had finally some time that we weren't traveling to drop the vehicle off at the dealership. Now, they've been doing some testing over that period of time. They've had lots of engineers in and out, and they've been in contact with us, and they offered us a buyback due to, the issues that we've had with the vehicle, the repeated issues that we've had with the transmission. They also offered us the option of going to a Santa Fe hybrid when those become available. And now we'll go ahead and sign the paperwork and say our final goodbyes. All right, it's time for us to say our final goodbye. So this is the last time we're going to see this Santa Fe because it is, as of now, no longer ours. We just signed it over, and this is it. We have some mixed emotions about this, of course. It's a very practical vehicle, and really, it nailed so many aspects. That's originally why we wanted to test it out for you guys anyways, because it was just so good in so many ways, but unfortunately, it just hasn't worked out for us. Yep, so she's headed off to be tested further to see exactly what is wrong with this particular unit. Unsure what life lies ahead, but the doors have already been locked, so we're officially pretty much done with this Santa Fe. Like Drew said, it's pretty sad to see it go so quickly. We put around 3,800 miles on the vehicle, so we actually did have some pretty extensive experience with it in between visits to the dealership, so I have gotten a little bit attached to it, so certainly I am sad to see it go. So why is Hyundai buying back our Santa Fe? Well, in short, it's because they want to very extensively test the Santa Fe out. So after we dropped it off at the dealership the second time, they were in contact with us very shortly thereafter to start to do this buyback process because they really want to get in depth with this Santa Fe. They want to know what is causing this issue for sure, and make sure that that's not something that's going to cause issues on other Santa Fes. So because of that, we did agree to do this buyback versus trying to make further repairs and whatnot. We
feel like for the greater good for both us and for everybody would be for them to very in-depthly test this out, and that is our understanding, is that they're going to very in-depthly test this out with people that actually designed, the vehicle itself.
Yeah, and because of that, unfortunately, we don't have many answers to what is exactly causing this issue just yet. The first time around, they did replace the transmission to fix the issue, and now that we're still having issues, I imagine that's a little puzzling to them, so they really want to figure out exactly what is occurring and why. Now, it is also worth noting that since we have posted our second transmission video, we actually had several viewers reach out to us and express that they also were experiencing similar cases, and we went ahead and passed along that information to Hyundai as well, to try and make sure that they have the most information as possible to really get to the bottom of this entire situation. Now, Hyundai did also provide a statement, which we'll go ahead and share with you now.
Hyundai regrets the issues Car Confections has experienced with their Santa Fe. As we do with any of our customers, our experts have been working closely with Mason and Drew to investigate their transmission concerns and provide solutions. This investigation is part of Hyundai's continuous quality monitoring process that includes input from various sources to determine if vehicles could benefit from any improvement. Once an improvement is validated, it is applied to the vehicle's production line, and service actions are taken on inventory and retailed vehicles if necessary. At this point, the original transmission concern reported by Car Confections has been addressed. The investigation into their second concern is ongoing. The 2024 Santa Fe's transmission has been in service since 2021 and has been progressively and continuously improved, even as it has proven to be extremely reliable. Hyundai thoroughly investigates, diagnoses, and works to remedy customer concerns. We encourage our customers to contact their dealership for assistance whenever they have a vehicle concern. All Hyundai models are backed by America's Best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
Now, we do want to point out that we did not ask Hyundai to purchase the vehicle back. As we said previously, they do want the vehicle back so that they can do extensive testing on it. This is really the only way to make that happen.
Now, there were people that, of course, have complained or said that we were getting special treatment. But, once again, like we said, we did not ask for anything. We can definitely assure you of that. Plus, I do want to point out that all 50 states in our country here do have something called lemon law. So if you were to ever find yourself in a situation like this, that could be applicable to your situation depending on what your state laws are.
Now, given this whole situation, Hyundai did provide us with the option to choose a Santa Fe hybrid and have one of those allocated to us to replace our Santa Fe. However, we have just decided to buy the vehicle back and to kind of move on to a new page and turn the page, I guess you could say, to a new vehicle that may be more applicable to our audience. Like we said multiple times, the reason we bought the Santa Fe was to make content on it and to provide an ownership experience. We feel like we've done quite a lot of that at this point, so hopefully that's been helpful to you all, and we want to provide that on the best vehicle moving forward.
That's right. There's going to be a new vehicle heading to Car Confections for a long-term ownership experience. We're not quite ready to say what that is yet, but if you want to do some comments and make your best guess down below, you can feel free to do that. But stay tuned to the channel because we will be making an announcement coming up pretty soon.
So overall, in conclusion of our Santa Fe ownership experience, this certainly has been a little bit of a different experience than we thought we were going to have with the vehicle. But I think that's part of the beauty of doing these real-world ownership experience videos, because you all are looking to buy a certain vehicle, and we're hoping to provide you with that most real-world experience out there. So, we do a lot of 25-minute long reviews that cover all the details of the car, but that doesn't necessarily give you that real-world picture. So, hopefully, with this whole Santa Fe debacle, it was able to provide you with some real-world experience on what it'd be like to own a Santa Fe.
Right, and of course, we just have one Santa Fe. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of these Santa Fe's here in a year or two. And, all we can speak to is, of course, our personal experience with this model. But if you found this helpful, make sure you go down below and subscribe, because we do this for you guys. This is the whole reason that we have ever bought a long-term vehicle, and the reason we're going to buy another one is to test it out for you guys. So if you find this type of content valuable, make sure you go down below and subscribe. Obviously, we also have tons of car reviews and comparisons across the entire automotive spectrum for you to look at as well. And we really appreciate you guys subscribing and supporting us through all the years.